marble,
marble,
marble, marble.
marble,
If she hadn't hesitated, it would have been my brains splattered all over the marble floor instead of hers.
You're chewing on marbles over there? What is that sound, Ma? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
And when this whole marble is finally melted down and the roaches are running what remains, I will be crowned their king.
Gentlemen, start your chairs!
All right. This is for all of the marbles.
No way! I have been collecting these marbles all year long.
On your marks!
Didn't this all start because you were worried that Roy's marble collection was on the short side?
She has a point, Oliver. Roy's a loose cannon.
Years later, a visiting prince came into Michelangelo's studio and found the master staring at a single 18-foot block of marble. Didn't he?
Oh, thank God. Nobody's dead.
Or we're all dead.
How many plates did we lose?
None. Luke and Haley used cookie sheets to clear a path through the marbles for me.
Where are the marbles?
Right here. Oh, Haley, I put glue on them so it doesn't happen again.
What about the chair?
Leon and I...
Oh, God. Alex, do not move. Haley, clean this up, okay?
Who fills a vase with marbles?
Who doesn't see a vase filled with marbles?
Who wants to hear a bunch of plates crashing?
Phil!
It's from Carrara, Italy. Oh. It's where Michelangelo got the marble to make the David.
No change. What have we missed?
I mean, I might have...
Loaned a marble to a kid named Tommy? Bunch of cell phone videos in your friend feed.
Look, for the past 5 days, I have been reviewing 11 possible cases looking for whatever doesn't fit, something out of place, like blood on a marble floor that leads to a man with a knife because of a rock that isn't just a rock.
I have never seen so many foreign objects in human remains. Arrows, marbles, jack, various coins, cutlery. My best guess is
30 feet long by 18 feet. It has marble paneling and a marble floor and a ceiling. 12 feet high, made of copper.
Adept.
adept, adept,
Adept.
Addict.
I'm quite adept at controlling people with words.
We'll go undercover.
What?
If we're joining a circus, we'll need an act. I'm quite adept on the high wire.
No.
Quite adept on the high wire.
No.
Quite adept on the high wire.
No.
Wolves are adept at seeing their way through traps. They have an uncanny talent for reading the lay of the land.
Scent folder. Trust me, you get pretty adept at this when you have to stay one step ahead of your snooping mother.
Fountain pens. I'm quite adept at Japanese flower arrangement. Ikebana.
I can't think of a single person who's more qualified or more adept at the final procedures you've been studying lately.
Is not some commercial music hall attraction. She doesn't do tricks. She is an adept.
I hope I didn't disappoint.
The truth is, Alfredo, I'm already quite adept at defeating security systems.
I managed to get through a criminal trial without the truth coming out, but political campaigns tend to be a bit more adept at extracting skeletons from closets.
Sheldon. Forgive me, as you know, I'm not adept at reading facial cues, but I'm going to take a stab here.
gear,
Gear. Gear. Gear.
gear.
Use equipment. Greg didn't do this. So prove it. Is any of your gear missing? No, it's all accounted for. So Jay used his own gear, which means Greg wasn't the partner.
Well said.
Gear up, gear up, gear up. Let's get it done.
You alone? You maybe want to go together?
Sure. I'll get some gear. Get some gear. Get some gear.
That's Tobert Frost.
Stay with him. Let's go download our gear.
Yes, sir.
How's Marcus doing? I mean, gearing up for his new job. Him and Rudy, they get the business, right? After you're dead.
Why not? Spur of the moment, throw caution to the wind. You've got that gear.
How did you trace Simon? From the sweet drive?
Well, I assure you she does.
Thanks for the gear. Don't mention it. If you need anything else, just let me know.
He finds a knife in the fishing gear under the stairs, stabs Riley 9 times in the chest, stuffs him behind the washing machine.
Bus is leaving in 5 minutes. Get your gear, it stays.
I can investigate the rash further.
All right, I'll take a look.
I can weigh your gear. I'll take every necessary precaution.
Now what? Gotta kick it into high gear, figure out where the kids are staying, get the house ready for home inspection.
Fossil.
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 Fossil. Fossil.
So what is this?
That is a fossil from the Jurassic era. It has been in the same place for 150 million years.
Cool.
I'm the daughter of a science teacher. My dad showed me fossils growing up. I know about evolution. I accept evolution. But...
What would you be?
An anthropologist.
Really? Like digging up old fossils? Fossils?
That's an archaeologist.
Ginger told me the whole story.
Fantasy. It's time we went home.
Who's paying for the tickets?
Look at us. A group of self-deluding old fossils traipsing around as if we're on some bloody gap year, humiliating us.
And this guy is caught in a loop where all he sees is the transient nature of everything, right? Like he looks out to sea and thinks of the day it's going to be dry and littered with fossils.
Well, I don't know.
It begins here, with a colony of living fossils, bacteria who live at the surface of the ocean, called stromatolites.
Hybrid, eh?
Yeah, hybrid car. Gotta save those fossil fuels.
He also mentioned that we all only had 3 more weeks on Earth, and that fossils were just something the Jews buried in 1924.
Again. Danielle, I know you're determined to ruin my life, so I have to stay with you here and keep you company while you turn into an old fossil.
Angularis and the scaffold.
When you hear that, Corsac, it's a whole fossil triangle and a scaffold.
It's the right ear.
Something's wrong.
That's what I've been saying, you fossil.
My guy is a freaking fossil.
Instantaneous.
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 We're going to upload the entire DPD database into your brain. That means you'll have instantaneous access to criminal records, plus an archive of CCTV footage from 2011 to the present.
All right.
Need liquid cash now. Yes, the profits are almost instantaneous. Instantaneous. And off the books, so we can funnel it wherever we need it.
Assist me, the kid. I'll endeavor to prove that some change is glacial, while some change is instantaneous. Now, if you'd be so kind as to...
Curare darts. When it comes to instantaneous loss of all physical control below the neck, I...
in there.
Cold and rash.
Cold urticaria causes rash, but it's almost instantaneous, not time delayed.
And it wouldn't explain his other symptoms.
You double expose a younger photograph over someone older. The process is almost instantaneous.
Micah and the others didn't change right away.
No, that would be a little too public, wouldn't it?
What are you doing? They finally got one for me. A Bloomberg terminal. This is a $24,000 system that gives me instantaneous access to all the financial information in the world.
Booth.
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 And what about you? Look out your window at the phone booth on the corner. Yeah, I see you.
8 o'clock sharp. There's a phone booth 2 blocks away on Jerome Avenue. You and Mike will go there and you'll wait. I'll go inside, so I'll make sure.
I forgot my umbrella. The booth.
Who else is in here?
No one. It's just us two.
Where are the lights controlled from?
There's a DJ booth in the back.
I am a little bit. Fucking Jules' booth is 3 times larger than ours. This is downtown LA, not Vegas.
Delivery guys, while you take bets on the phone, you left our who owes who what sheets in a booth at the Sizzler. Everybody knows you're a bookie.
Hey, remember that summer when you worked for me in the booth keeping score, doing stats? You were so cute, sitting there scrunched up over your little pencil.
The next few hours.
Is that the one where they go in the little booth and they vote for themselves?
That's the one.
Name?
Hey, excuse me, sir. Only one person allowed in the booth at a time.
My name's not on the ballot. Where's my name? Faizel's license plate.
Toll booth camera on I-70 caught it. Where on I-70?
20 miles west of...
Hayes, 3 days ago, they sat in a corner booth. So he was here with someone. Definitely.
Wouldn't do anything at this event to tarnish that reputation.
Can she get me a booth?
Already did.
Drown.
Drown.
Drown. Drown.
Drown?
What if I choke her? A drowner? A drowner? A drowner?
Give it to me. I'll do it.
I'll guard her.
Well, please don't let him fall off a cliff or drown in a goddamn lake or something. Drown in a goddamn lake or something. Drown in a goddamn lake or something. Terrible day at Camp Ivanhoe.
Your dose. You double his placebo. He might drown. He might drown. He might drown. Also, you forgot to mention that your heart rate is slow.
Potato salad.
I tell you what I did. I put some dill in it because I read in Woman's Day where pickles drown out the flavor and dill bring up the flavor. That's
Shark. It's faster. Alligators drown you before they eat you. So, there. Shark. Okay?
Organization.
Wait a minute. You can't prove Mr. Crockett drowned Mr. Lawson because he was black.
He never kids.
So you would get into a turtle shell with him and drown there?
Sure.
There was a little problem.
Some crazy bitch drowned all the shit in her swimming pool.
Wait, whose swimming pool?
Mine.
I guess if these machines stop up in here into you, you drown on dry land.
Buck.
Buck.
Buck. Buck. Buck.
Your bodyguards, you will obey their every command.
Whose buck is this? Whose buck is this? Whose buck is this? How about they obey our orders?
Song down here, and I need you guys to be quiet for 5 minutes, all right? Okay, I'll pay you. I'll pay you.
How much?
A buck each. A buck each. A buck each.
Hey, you're funny. $5.
$5 for all of you guys. Okay.
Okay. First, get a landline. You're wasting your time for $1 a minute, and for $1 a minute, and for $1 a minute, and this depraved company you work for makes 4 times as much as you for doing.
When it gets dark, go home. See, I'd love to, but I gotta make this one more buck before I get out of here. If I give you $1, we'll go home? Yeah. You promise?
Anyway, maybe later things get a little freaky. You and the old lady in the koozie, buck naked, right? The old black mamba's ready to strike. That camera will catch all of it. That's all you gotta do. Oh, Bobby. It's all right. It's all right. Don't bug and wriggle so. You're only shutting yourself.
No, he phoned my home.
I don't understand. Why did he phone your home?
I put that number on the buck slip if you had any questions.
Don't break it. I'm asking $1 a piece for those.
Paul gets this buck ticket at the grocery store. Pick 5, right?
Pick 5.
Change, right? And I guess there were some Smarties in there. So, like, the next day, Buster Crabs had $1.35 in nickels.
You get more bang for the buck with me.
Pamphlet.
Pamphlet. Pamphlet.
Pamphlet.
Pamphlet.
You know, we were just being jerks trying to hurt each other's feelings. I read in a pamphlet back when I was in school that sometimes when you say something to somebody.
We found these pamphlets in Yannick's quarters.
You're asking me to pull off a golden tux?
Yes, see, I don't see that on this pamphlet here.
It's not on the pamphlet, because what you're talking about is what we joke about around.
Those pamphlets on the shelf. They hand them out everywhere.
But then a few very brave men started printing pamphlets and leaking these debates.
Just here to say, my name's Dustin Noble, and I'm here for you. So take one of these pamphlets on the way up. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Stains.
Maybe that's yogurt.
No, it says right here in the pamphlet, it is semen.
Run. If you have to Xerox pamphlets at Kinko's, do it.
Might I interest you in an anti-bullying pamphlet?
The post-exposure counselor gave me this cheerful little pamphlet on antiviral drugs to read while I'm waiting.
In fact, I brought some pamphlets that I thought might interest you about the vote.
Ivory.
Ivory. Ivory. Ivory. Ivory.
Together.
Yeah, 31. What gift is that? Silver, ivory, paper.
No, it isn't anything special. Just an off year.
Lip!
How you doing? How you doing, man? Straight from the ivory tower. Ivory tower. Ivory tower. Nice shiner.
Oh, yeah.
What did Professor clock you for being a smartass?
That's $250,000 of ivory. Come on. Come on!
When poachers killed elephants for their ivory tusks, Daphne adopted their orphaned babies.
A cardi and a boy. This body's open for business.
It seems only one ivory tower is being stormed tonight.
They're not monsters. They are soldiers. And the reason why you get to play doctor in your ivory tower.
That's enough, both of you.
We can split up, but we're going blind.
Ivory marble. She mentioned it on the phone. The men who walk through the ivory marble foyer.
Okay, so powdered sand and ivory dream are the exact same color. Right?
Different texture.
Ivory soap, Colgate, Diet Coke.
Mother says I'll have a new gown for the ceremony and another for the feast. But yours will be ivory, since you're the bride.
Erase.
Erase.
Erase. Erase.
Erase.
Not exactly, sir, but the girl has been handled and the video has been erased. Erased. Erased.
On that front, at least, you are safe.
The video is embarrassing.
A what?
Because if you don't put that camera down and erase that video, erase that video, erase that video, I'm going to shove it so far up your ass that you'll...
Think twice.
2 words. Erase button. Erase button. Erase button.
2 words. Just because you guys think you're these big ghetto gunfighters now, don't mean you can be dropping your calls.
A fresh start here. Yeah. So you erased my memories. And you fucked with my head.
For a time, they tried to patch things up together. But you can't erase the past. No matter how much you want to.
Tonight, as I sleep, my mind will erase everything I know, everything I did today, and I will wake up tomorrow.
Okay, then we won't touch the hard drive. We'll just erase the first season of Battlestar.
So guilty, like you just erased all of the exercise you have ever done, and tomorrow you're gonna wake up with zits all over your face and
Evidence, dude. You gotta erase that stuff right away.
Guys, get in here! Fine. Why would I do this? Why would I erase an entire year of my life?
Maybe it was a bad year for you.
She went up there.
And after someone erased what was on it, all 3 victims had phones at the scenes.
Livestock.
Livestock. Livestock. Livestock.
Livestock.
They were chipped. Like a tracker. Like livestock. Like livestock. Like livestock. Let's give Ryan a call. I don't know what the hell this is, but he's gonna want to see it.
But he wanted each of the farms to be a self-sustaining bio-community, so they had to raise their own vegetables and livestock. 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 It was a grand vision.
play a big part in Lily's life. Having grown up on a farm, I was surrounded by them. They were more like brothers and sisters than just, livestock. Livestock. Livestock.
Delicious brothers and sisters.
Life on a farm.
Hey, you're an officer. I just gotta get through here real quick. Sorry, sir. Livestock shows are changing. You're gonna have to wait 20 minutes.
So, where's the livestock?
Hey, McJohn, we have no animals.
But there's fresh hay in your barn.
We've had worse.
Its name comes from the belief that this creature attacks livestock and drinks its blood.
So we're dealing with a vessel.
I hope so.
Outdoor latrines, food prep going on next to livestock.
You raised them like livestock.
Ooh, what are you doing? Getting rid of it. All of it. The money, the houses, the livestock, and I'm starting with him.
No, your father is staying with us.
He's staying with us. Where?
Yep.
He's having problems with Stephanie?
She's sending virtual livestock to random men on the internet. If I have...
You know, the connection between marriage and money is nothing new. In fact, the term wed referred to the money and livestock that the groom paid the bride's father.
Exert.
Exert. Exert.
Exert. Exert.
Regulator won't sign off.
There must be some pressure you can exert.
Trust me, I've done everything I can.
72 hours from now.
No early fatigue when you exert. When you exert. When you exert. No need to catch your breath.
Saakashvili there. I was able to speak with him the other day, and we've got to keep an eye on Russia. For Russia to have exerted such pressure in terms of invading a smaller democratic country unprovoked.
Yes. You capture that human thing, that need to do something, to exert control, even when your world is spinning out of control.
Yes. Exert yourself unduly, and you will go to an early grave.
There. You by the Emperor, and yet you reject his word.
I reject any attempt by you to exert some delusional power over me.
It is you who live under illusion, not me.
There is a perception in this part of the world that power and money exert undue influence.
They're fractures. The force exerted to the chest during CPR sometimes can result in broken ribs.
Element? Yeah, but the dust it generates is flammable. The pressure exerted from the wormhole. Yeah.
Car, factoring in the pounds per square inch force exerted by the car crusher.
The Cylon Occupation Authority continues to exert complete control over.
Activate.
Activate.
Activate. Activate. Activate.
The rings! Someone's found them! They've been activated! Activated! Activated!
What? Really?
Wall cannons activated. Activated. Activated.
Well, I didn't have the sensor activated. Activated.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Maggie, look. Stan's activated the emergency plan. You're leaving tonight.
What's wrong? Things went badly at the Film Society?
It was a...
Hello?
I'm in Lyman. I activated Hal.
What?
Yates's tough guy assets are in town, and I'm here.
Billy, and you ain't got a girlfriend. He ain't got a girlfriend.
Tennis?
But it's voice activated, so just start telling your kooky stuff, Tack, and see you guys soon, okay?
The signal emitters should be on the rooftop along with more guards. But the moment we break in, they'll activate the UV lights.
That's going to be a problem.
And that being said, we have to discuss the implementation of the agreed-upon cohabitation rider, which has been activated now that the two of you are living together.
Will your troopship make it before the Ishvani activate their defensive grid?
Work involved.
An investigation?
We don't need Congress to activate the regulatory commission.
But a price-fixing review? That would take months.
Fist.
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 With an open hand or a clenched fist. Clenched fist. Clenched fist.
What difference does that make?
Way to try something when you have a free moment. You just make a fist. Just make a fist. Just make a fist. And hit yourself in the face as hard as you can. I swear to God.
I found this clutched in her fist. Fist. Fist.
His were the scars of a boxer who'd used his fist to climb the social ladder of the mob.
Easy bit, in fact. You go into a dark place. Big cupboards are very useful generally. Toilets at a pinch. Then you clench your fists like this. Think of the moment you're going to, and you'll find yourself there.
Then one day you come down there. You remember? You put your fist up real high, and boom, you punch Scotty Evans on his chin. He goes down like a ton of bricks. I've never seen anything.
Neither does slamming your fist down on a table, but we all must do what we must do.
Whose fist you walk into?
Oh, some rich jerkwad.
I have never seen you lead with your fists.
Like a fist.
There's someone I want you to meet, Adrian. Who's that? My fist.
Deputy.
Deputy. Deputy. Deputy.
Deputy.
Excuse me, one ASA and a deputy. And unless I'm mistaken...
No, I already spoke to the deputy director of both divisions. I need to speak to the director.
3, to be exact. Otherwise, I can't be your deputy.
What are your conditions?
This is Thierry Romatoni, Deputy Secretary General, United Nations. To whom am I speaking?
Let's talk this through, like you did with that young deputy there. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about you and me.
You don't want ugly pictures, you should stay out of ugly wars.
I've got the deputy NSA for you.
No offense, deputy.
Then I change it, Dad.
If there's any trouble, anything goes missing, anything like that, the next one to wake you up will be a sheriff's deputy. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'm the deputy, ma'am. You can ask for me, Enoch Thompson.
Hey, Deputy ME's ready for you.
Chief Deputy Clay Stevens, Department of Homeland Security.
Sergeant Victor Corsack.
Dam.
Dam.
Dam. Dim.
Dam.
Once again, storm waters have just reached the dam at Black Beacon Reservoir. A flash flood alert is in effect. Take immediate precautions.
19th century. Yeah, most of them had to do with the construction of a dam near the Yavapai Reservation.
Dismantling a bomb with your eyes closed, and the one in Chicago said it was patching a dam with gum. Patching a dam with gum. Patching a dam with gum.
There's a dam up there. What's wrong? The dam's pretty much intact. It can probably start generating power for us within a week.
It's probably all right. God knows that dam wants to come down. There's a serious tonnage of water.
Thank you. Last night was amazing. It was like a dam breaking.
It's a labyrinth. We got to the dam through this tunnel. It's all connected to the mine system.
Seems the camera crew just pulled into a restaurant 2 miles north of Dam Neck. Van's clean so far.
Some time. When your appendix burst, it was like a dam giving way. Those cells went streaming throughout your body.
Totally messed up. I always said that you could never kiss because if you did, then the dam would break. And
Brew.
Brew. Brew.
Brew.
Brew.
Want some coffee?
No.
I just brewed it. It's 100% Colombian. It's right there on the table.
Hey, you know, we're about to brew some coffee. Would you care for a cup?
We're out of coffee. Why don't I brew us another pot?
Doug, if you'd like. I got you a fucking great gift. Here it is. I'll take the brew back. Just, you gotta read it, though. It's fucking...
Anyone fancy a cup of tea?
Tea?
Aye. Nothing like a brew to set you straight.
No. No, I don't reckon a brew's gonna do it this.
Crowning glory. Rather fitting, wouldn't you say, Gary?
What? Sorry, what?
It's a delightful brew. Hoppy, nutty, foamy.
Does it have a surprisingly fruity note that lingers on the tongue?
Your journey? No, I have not poured your tea, for it is fresh in the pot.
No matter. Suits me, brewed and stewed.
Si, hola. Want some coffee? Just brewed a fresh pot, just for you.
I've tasted this brew before.
We're about to take an unplanned trip, my pet.
Fight my ass off. Then one time I'm having a brew, he came up to me, he's all, ass cut fuck on me.
Is he retarded?
Which is brew?
Copy that, right behind you.
You mean, ma'am?
No, I just was wondering if you wanted a cup of coffee. I just brewed a fresh pot.
Roll.
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 The time.
That's because you rolled it while pressing it. Go back one.
I don't believe I will.
They take care of Griffin?
Yeah, rolled him out of here, handcuffed to a stretcher. Just like his big brother here. High five, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Just roll her old bones on over here, and I'll dig up your daughter. You know that school policy.
Oh. Are you okay? Yeah, good. I'm good. Okay. Key is to tuck and roll. I'm sorry, tuck and what? Were those secret agents?
It comes in many forms. Today it rolled up in a 4x4.
I don't mean to sound dim, sir, but how's a roll of aluminum foil supposed to look like a 500-foot destroyer?
You didn't think I was just gonna roll over, did you?
Alone. The stakes are too high, and I'm on a roll.
Let's move! Let's roll! Onward and go!
Did you take any drugs?
No, just a couple beers. Then all of a sudden his eyes rolled in the back of his head and he dropped, just started jerking around.
Can a corporate sellout roll a joint like this?
Declare. Declare.
Declare.
Declare.
Declared.
Deadlocked. I declare a mistrial. I declare a mistrial. I declare a mistrial. Counsel, would you like to set the matter for retrial?
Sir. Well, I do declare, you might be onto something, Mr. Wen.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not of any lawful impediment.
That I know not of any lawful impediment.
In a week, people will forget these countries ever existed. But they'll never forget the day Superman declared war on their favorite son.
I declare the smell of pain from that laundry room is making me feel sick.
I think we can cautiously declare the landing a victory.
You his girl?
Yeah.
Technically, I'm a civil law scrivener. I'm authorized to declare births, deaths, and marriages. You're kind of young. You got a license.
Mostly, you record every curfew violation since the day it was declared. And if
Engagement. War's not been declared.
Actually, technically.
We'll deposit it tomorrow. I'll transfer it over, and you can declare it a gift.
She promised to keep her ragu warm until the local vicar declared the city cleansed.
Dad had a judge declare me mentally unfit.
Rendezvous. Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous.
how much further?
20 miles to the rendezvous. Rendezvous. Rendezvous.
You will rendezvous with the relief escorts at 0830. I know this is disappointing to you. It's not the job you wanted.
You, my friend. Hey, you. Have a rendezvous. Rendezvous. Rendezvous.
What's this?
Freaked out. He thinks people are following him. We're gonna rendezvous. He's taking me to a secure location. Just get down.
Rendezvous at 40 Mike.
Roger that.
Need to rendezvous with the team.
You're a hard man to find, Master Gunnery Sergeant.
We gotta take you to the hospital.
I didn't interrupt your rendezvous with Harvey. I don't think so. This is what we need to do.
Come to whisk me away for a rendezvous under the Tuscan sun. You're lucky you're on my free pass list, otherwise...
You all have your assignments. You
know where to rendezvous.
Ago.
Roger that. We'll convene at the usual rendezvous point at 1300 hours.
Lock!
That was not a good time. Agent Estrin, there's a jet waiting at the rendezvous. It'll take you and the payload back to HQ.
Detective, I'm sending you GPS coordinates for a rendezvous with Mr. Reeves, who will henceforth protect Mr. Wells.
Grumble. 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 Grumble.
Grumble.
Don't spoil your image. Just light a cigarette and go and grumble. And go and grumble. And go and grumble.
You're not an associate. Stop pretending that you are. Will the other associates grumble about you? Yes. Grumble about you? Yes. Grumble about you? Yes. But if you pretend you're still their peer, they will grumble all the more, and they will come to hate you.
What? I'm always angry. It's my raison d'etre. Ask anybody. Grumble, grumble. Let's go.
Is this normal? It is the mountain. It grumbles from time to time.
Christmas would be Christmas without any presents, grumbled Joe. It's so dreadful to be poor, sighed Meg. Stop. I hate this.
When my servants drop things or grumble or whine, it's never too long before they're back in line.
Live in London. Oh, probably very wise. I hope Thomas doesn't mind.
Oh, you know Thomas, my lord. He has to have a grumble. But I gather he cheered up when he saw the gentleman.
Sort the chicks correctly 100% of the time, and to this day, no one is able to articulate why. There is a scientific basis for.
How have you changed?
I can't articulate it to you. I can't articulate it to you. I can't articulate it to you because I don't understand it myself.
Borderline indecipherable. I don't know why. Because you are obviously capable of being articulate.
Language is evolving, Watson, becoming a more efficient version of itself.
To the United States than Al-Qaeda. I'll give you a chance to respond if you have anything articulate to say right after this. More of the full story.
Anyone who makes
expert. Shut up.
Grow up, Lydia.
Suck it.
Oh, that's very articulate. Well said.
Girls.
Thanks a lot.
You want me to show you?
It's modeled after the articulated wings of a bat. Madness. If man were meant to fly...
He is not that articulate.
Featuring one articulated razor-sharp killing saw, one polycarbonate grinding and flipping wheel, steel armor plate, exoskeleton top and bottom.
1913. The skeleton is still articulated, so she hasn't been here longer than 2 years. Lag.
Lag. Lag. Leg.
Lag.
You want me to call a doctor?
Oh, yes. No, I just need some rest and... You know, the jet lag. Of course, I didn't eat anything this morning.
How was your flight?
Fine, thank you.
And the jet lag?
Now? Wife on the run, Aussie jet lag. Stop distinguishing between night and day.
University program we keep talking about.
Cost us money we don't have.
We lag behind virtually every other major Chicago firm in diversity hiring.
Can I help you?
I believe you can. We're looking for a friend, Serena.
Blonde. Legs for days. Effortless charisma that only someone far less secure than I am would find threatening.
Please don't lag behind. I just got French bombed, and I have no idea what she said, but I think we should tip her.
Oh my...
You're awake.
Jet lag, I guess.
I got some good news.
You ever have jet lag? I guess that's what this is.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna chalk this up to jet lag for you because it's not like you at all.
I'm tired.
Sure, yeah, it's probably just jet lag, right?
You know, our brains have always outraced our hearts. Our science charges ahead, our souls lag behind. Loaf. Loaf.
Loaf.
Loaf.
Loaf.
Two babies. Raccoons slipped into the Lawson's home and stole a loaf of bread.
Yes.
I'm starving.
Starving.
I'm gonna have tacos with the meatloaf was good. I'm gonna have the $17 for meatloaf? Well, isn't this fancy?
It's good. It's worth it.
You're a chef who took 19 hours to make one loaf of bread. Stephen Hawking was more successful at the 100-yard dash. And you...
So please, go there. Okay. As long as you don't make me eat that. What was it called again? Wheat loaf? Oh, please.
Hey, did you get this loaf thing?
You're going to be eating prison loaf when I drag you to seg by that purple pelt on your head.
We're by the kitchen. Nah, it's not crab cakes, it's meatloaf. Love, hate it so much.
Tacos? I cannot tell you the relief of cooking something that I didn't have to kill first.
Don't I know it? Meatloaf back home? What a bitch.
For what? You think I got no shot? Only so long meatloaf can hold on to prime rib, right?